ago in Qinghe, a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a young girl named Mei-Ling. Now, Mei-Ling wasn't just any ordinary girl. She possessed a heart so pure it could shame a saint and a spirit of adventure that would put most boys to shame. With her long flowing black hair adorned with a golden ribbon and her eyes that sparkled like the morning star, she was a sight to behold. But what truly set Mei-Ling apart was her uncanny ability to communicate with animals, an ability she used often, much to the villagers' amusement and sometimes bewilderment. One crisp autumn afternoon, as the wind rustled through the golden leaves, Mei-Ling, the young girl, sat beneath her favorite tree, an ancient weeping willow by the lake, softly weeping into its gnarled bark. This willow was no ordinary tree. Its roots delved deep into the earth's secrets and its branches swayed to the rhythm of the cosmos. For this was a whispering willow, a mystical being that had witnessed the rise and fall of countless dynasties. The willow was wise beyond measure, its knowledge as boundless as the sky itself. It was said that those who sat beneath its shade and poured their hearts out to it could receive guidance from the whispering wind that played among its leaves. And so it was that Mei-Ling, with her heart as open as the autumn sky, shared her dreams and worries with the ancient tree. Dreams of exploring the world beyond their humble village, of seeing the Great Wall of China and the Summer Palace in all their glory, dreams that soared as high as the mountains that cradled them. The whispering willow listened patiently, its leaves rustling in understanding. And when Mei-Ling fell silent, the wind began to speak. Its voice, a soft susurrus, carried secrets from distant lands, tales of adventure and intrigue that stirred the embers of curiosity within Mei-Ling's heart. The willow spoke of a hidden temple deep within the mountains, a sanctuary of ancient magic where the very air thrummed with celestial energy. A place where, according to legend, one could have their wishes granted by the gods themselves. Hope blossomed in Mei-Ling's chest, a wish to cure her grandmother's ailing heart. You see, her grandmother, who raised her after her parents passed away, had been ill for many moons, her cough echoing the willow's mournful sigh. The thought of losing her grandmother, the only family she had left, filled Mei-Ling's heart with a cold dread. The mere whisper of such an idea brought tears to her eyes, blurring the vibrant colors of the autumn day. Determined to save her grandmother, Mei-Ling resolved to seek out the hidden temple. Armed with nothing but her unwavering determination, her grandmother's worn silk scarf and a knapsack filled with provisions, she set off into the mountains. The path was arduous, the way up steep and treacherous. Thorny bushes clawed at her clothes, their thorns leaving angry red welts on her arms. Boulders the size of houses blocked her path, mocking her with their immovability. Yet Mulan pressed on, her resolve hardening with each step, her fear of losing her grandmother fueling her with an inner strength she never knew she possessed. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the mountainside, Mei-Ling stumbled upon a small cave hidden behind a curtain of vines. Hope surged through her. Could this be the haven of peace she sought? Gathering her strength, she pushed aside the vines and stepped inside. The cave was dimly lit, the walls adorned with strange symbols that seemed to rest and twist before her very eyes. As her eyes adjusted to the gloom, she saw an old monk sitting cross-legged on a stone platform in the center of the cave. His white beard flowed down his chest like a waterfall, and his eyes twinkled with an otherworldly light. "Who are you?" Mei-Ling asked, her voice echoing in the cavernous space. "And what is the meaning of these strange symbols?" The old monk opened his eyes slowly, his gaze piercing yet kind. "These symbols, child, are the language of the universe itself. They hold the secrets of the past, the present, and the future." Mei-Ling felt a chill run down her spine. Was this the fabled guardian of the temple? Had she finally reached her destination? The old monk continued, his voice resonating with an ancient power. "I am the keeper of this place, and I have been waiting for you, Mei-Ling." Mei-Ling gasped. How did he know her name? Before she could question him further, the old monk moves ahead of her, his movements fluid despite his age. He beckoned for Mei-Ling to follow him deeper into the cave. The passage narrowed, forcing Mei-Ling to crawl on her hands and knees. The air grew thick and heavy, making it difficult to breathe. But she pressed on, driven by her desire to save her grandmother. Finally, she emerged into a vast cavern illuminated by an ethereal glow. In the center stood a magnificent golden statue of a woman with flowing robes and kind eyes. Beside the statue was a crystal-clear pool reflecting the image of the heavens above. The old monk gestured towards the pool. "This is the heart of the universe," he said. "Its waters hold the power to grant wishes. But be warned, child, every wish comes at a price." Mei-Ling hesitated. Was she ready to pay whatever price was demanded? Her wish was to save her grandmother, but at what cost? Suddenly, her grandmother's cough echoed in her ears, sharp and desperate. The sound spurred her on. She would pay any price, endure any sacrifice to alleviate her grandmother's suffering. Stepping into the pool, Mei-Ling felt a jolt of energy surge through her body. The water was freezing cold, but it seemed to invigorate her, filling her with renewed strength. Closing her eyes, she made her wish. A surge of power erupted from the pool, throwing Mei-Ling back. When she opened her eyes, she found herself standing in the familiar setting of her village. The whispering willow stood majestically by the lake, its leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. Relief washed over her. Her grandmother was cured. Rushing home, she found her grandmother in the courtyard, her cough now a distant memory. The old woman looked at Mei-Ling, her eyes filled with love and gratitude. As the days turned into weeks, Mei-Ling noticed a change in herself. Since her wish had been granted, she felt an overwhelming urge to help others. One day, she helped an elderly farmer repair his fence. The next, she assisted a family in planting their crops. She even rescued a kitten stuck up a tree. Each act of kindness brought a smile to her face and warmed her heart. One evening, as Mei-Ling sat by the whispering willow, sharing her thoughts with the tree, the wind rustled its leaves in amusement. "You have a kind heart, Mei-Ling," the willow whispered. "But remember, true happiness lies not in grand gestures, but in the smallest acts of kindness." Mei-Ling pondered the willow's words. Could it be that the real treasure she had discovered wasn't the ability to make wishes, but the joy of helping others? From that day on, Mei-Ling continued to use her gift to aid those in need. She became known throughout the land as a healer, a comforter, a bringer of hope. People from far and wide came to seek her out, drawn by her pure heart and unwavering kindness. Now, Many years have passed since Mei-Ling's adventure to the hidden temple. She has grown old, yet her spirit remains as vibrant as the first bloom of spring. The villagers still gather by the whispering willow, sharing stories of her bravery and compassion. The memory of Mei-Ling, the girl who dared to climb the Jade Emperor's heavenly steps, lives on, reminding all who knew her that true courage isn't the absence of fear, but the strength to act despite it. Her tale echoes through the ages, carried on the wind, urging each new generation to be a little kinder, a little braver, and always, always to listen to the whispers of the ancient trees, for they hold the wisdom of ages past and the secrets of a universe that never ceases to amaze. Our next story is going to be about a poor woodcutter who finds a magical flute. Stay tuned and don't miss it. And if you enjoy our content, please support us because we depend on your generosity. See you next time.